fuck, man, this whole album is like, it's a soundtrack of like multiple generations.
It's a massive.
People.
Yeah, this shit is
really
fucking
is.
sick. Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fucking punk rock Sgt. Pepper's.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
That is an awesome way to put it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are here with Chris Doherty of Gangrene.
Hey, from Worm.
Fuck yeah, guys.
Josh from Worm and Jobber.
Yeah, let's go over
And Gangrene.
Give us your names, boys.
Jobber Thrash.
Jobber Thrash and Pancake Eater.
Johnny Boy. I'm Nick.
Tapatio.
El Tapatio, too. Yes.
And I'm Nick.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. And so this is Gangrene, right?
This is the current formation of Gangrene, yes.
Fuck yeah. And, well, let's, I'd like to give thanks to Mike right now, Mike Worm, for making this all happen. So, thanks for pulling this all together, brother.
You got thanks, Mike.
Yeah, dude.
Big Worm.
And you guys, Chris, you guys have a European tour coming up.
Yeah, we're still preparing for it and doing a lot of rehearsing, but the first show's August 3rd. We'll be over there for a month. Playing I think 5 festivals were booked in already, and any dates in between we'll be doing club shows.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So Mike comes over every Wednesday night for a guitar lesson. But last night what we did is we worked out the set list, like the festival list, which is going to be shorter than the headlining list, and kind of separated the two of them. But if we do the festival list and they want to hear more, we get plenty of left over.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. How's it been going with you, Mike? How's learning all the Gangrene songs?
Good. I have the best teacher in the world.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Yeah, like I would say, know it, I wrote it.
Yeah, man.
And there's always cold beer.
All right.
Brian, we have reverb. We have reverb on Mike's vocals.
What colors?
He's green.
All right, I took your God away.
All right, you got the God Boys gone. Let's just say this almost didn't happen. We just had a ton of fucking technical difficulties.
We almost did not have a Gangrene
so
episode.
let's thank Bry Guy, our
give it up for
producer.
Brian.
Yeah.
And just to add to that, your first 20 seconds were muted.
They were muted.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You know
for
what?
now?
I've only got one arm that works. If I had two, I would have been clapping.
Yeah, no worries, dude. Yeah, so you had a stroke not that long ago.
Well, it was a while ago.
A couple years?
No. I'm into the 5th year of recovery now.
Oh, wow. Holy shit. So 2018.
Yeah.
Whoa. I can't keep up with time anymore, man.
During that COVID thing, I'm actually wearing, black dungarees tonight, but it's very rare I'm not wearing sweatpants.
No shit.
I mean, since it's social, you're locked in home.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you're just fucking comfortable, right?
Yeah.
I could wear sweatpants everywhere, man. They're comfy. Yeah, I did hear about that probably around the time when it happened. I just can't believe it was already 5 years ago.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Well, it was 4 years exactly on October 28th.
wow.
And then it happened, and I didn't know what happened. So I laid on the floor. Happened on the 28th. I laid on the floor until the morning of Halloween, the 31st.
Wow.
And they say the sooner you get to the hospital and get care, the better chance of recovery you have.
Holy fuck, man.
Yeah. But you know what? I needed a fucking break. I just got high, fucking drank, and would crawl over the fridge, fucking pound of beer in one sip, crawl back to the middle of the living room. My ex-wife found me. Wow. And she came over. She was pounding on the door. I was like, some asshole's been banging on my door for the last hour. She's like, that asshole's me opening up.
Wow, man.
And then finally I think it was a Tuesday, the Life Squad kicked down my door and brought me downstairs. Put me in an ambulance. And this is a great part of the story. Well, I was glomming off my ex-wife's insurance because we still had the same name, and she had Blue Cross Blue Shield, but I got dumped from it like 2 weeks before I had the stroke.
Oh no.
Yeah. So and at the time, I was living in Cincinnati, Ohio at the time. They took me to University Hospital, which is where if you were African American and got shot and didn't have insurance, they'd take you there.
Wow.
But so I'm laying in this fucking hospital bed. I was there for a month. I'm laying in this hospital bed naked, just completely naked. And that place must have had, I don't know how many nurses, but it seemed like every 2 minutes there was a different one walking by me, right? And then a fucking nursing school field trip came through with 22 nurses, just all walked by me. Like, Jesus Christ. I haven't seen naked by this many women since we toured with Social Distortion.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. Then, all right, that was the first hospital. Then they moved me to this other one. It was like a rehab place. And they had a little thing, button you pushed, to call the nurse.
Yeah.
And I'm just pounding away on that, fucking hitting it repeatedly, 30-second fucking notes. And this very large, to be politically correct, African-American woman comes in. And she's like, "What you need?" I said, "Oh, it's too late. I just shit the bed."
Oh no.
And then, 2 days later in the morning, I hit the button once, and the fucking same instantly, she showed up. She came in. She's like, "What you need?" I said, "Well, someone put me on a bedpan, but it's a false alarm." She goes, "Who put you on a bedpan?" I said, "It was a nice nurse."
Fuck.
Yeah.
So where did you go from there? That's Cincinnati, Ohio?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I lived there for 20 years.
No kidding.
Yeah, my 21-year-old daughter still lives out there. She's just about to graduate from University of Cincinnati.
Nice.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, she's a good kid. I'm proud of her.
That's awesome.
She's
What is
got-
she, what's she doing there?
Yeah, she got a boyfriend she lives with, which I wasn't too cool on at first, but when I met him, I said, "Leo, you're a good guy. I'm not going to have to kill you." And he's like, "Thank you, sir."
Dude, it's hard having girls, man.
I do too.
Yeah, me too, man. It's a whole different world.
Right.
You tend to think if you have boys, it's just you give them some advice, tell them not to knock anyone up. But when you have a girl, I feel like it's a little more precious.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
If I had a son that acted like me, I'd fucking smack him. You can't do that with your girl.
That's what would happen if we had sons.
Yeah.
If I had a boy, it'd just be like a mini me,
Oh, I'd be tempted to fight him.
Yeah. Be a selfish asshole,
Yeah, totally.
drunk all the time.
Yeah, it's a tricky thing, man.
Sticking his dick in anything that moves.
Yeah,
To quote Talladega Nights. There's no smoking in here. It's okay, I'm a volunteer fireman.
Dude, I fucking love that dude in that movie.
If you ain't first, you last.
Yeah, if you ain't first, you'll last.
No,
Dude, that movie's-
don't listen to these fucking people like your teacher who think they know everything.
That movie kills me, man.
Yeah.
Anytime it's on TV, I watch it.
I'm a professional race car driver and an amateur tattoo artist.
Dude, that whole movie fucking kills
Yeah.
me, man.
I taped a kilo of cocaine to the bottom of your car and told the cops.
It ends up being cereal. Dude, that shit is ridiculous.
Is this being recorded as part of the podcast?
Yeah, we're on.
yeah,
We're recording the fuck out of this.
Shout out Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
He's coming on next week.
Yeah, we're gonna get him in here. I wish I knew the fucking guy that played his dad, though. I wish I knew.
Oh, he's
his
been in
name.
a million fucking
Yeah,
movies.
he's a great actor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's a great actor. He's been in a million fucking movies.
he definitely's been in a million
Yeah.
movies. I like him in most of the roles I've
Yeah.
seen him in, though.
And he was in Entourage too for a little bit.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Did you like Entourage?
Yeah.
It was a pretty funny show. I watched it for the first couple seasons.
Who was it?
It was kind of a
Fucking-
ride, actually.
Was it Gary Cole?
Yes, Gary Cole.
The greatest
right?
actor alive.
Yeah. He's awesome. Dude, fucking Office Space, right? Wasn't he the guy in Office
Yeah.
Space?
Yeah.
The boss, right?
Littman or whatever.
Yeah.
You got a problem with your GPS report.
Yeah.
See, I told you to lay around the house all day watching TV.
Dude, I would too if I could. You have it made, man. You're living it up. You were saying earlier, you've been just, chilling, watching TV, smoking
Yeah.
weed, drinking, whatever. Whatever you want.
Like I said earlier, it's hard work to find, but if you do, hold on to it.
Oh my God, I would embrace the shit out of that, man. When we were talking earlier, though, I was talking to you about like 1982 when you guys came out with your first album, and the things leading up to that. Like, what were you doing before you dropped that album? What were you doing as a kid?
I was an athlete. I was playing freshman soccer at my high school. And then I quit that to devote time to the band, but I still had the same work ethic every day after school. When you're soccer, you're playing Division I, you practice every day. The band practiced every day. When we would play, because we wanted to be good.
Yeah.
We want to be a good band.
Soccer is a fucking discipline, man. That's that's a tough sport.
It's the only real sport.
People that don't pay attention to it don't understand what goes into it. So you took some of the work ethics from soccer and the discipline that you had, and you put it into your band.
Right.
That's awesome.
And Mike and Bill really had no problem with it. But I mean, you just imagine you're fucking 14 years old. You start a band, you start doing shows, and then you're a freshman in high school, then you're a sophomore in high school, and you're playing gigs at nightclubs in Boston. Getting home at 4 a.m. and having to go to school and fucking salute the flag and say the national anthem.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, one of the shows we did was down in the Wilson Center in Washington, D.C., and SSD had been down there, but they drove in Al's van. We actually flew down and then had like 2 boxes of Boston LA albums, right? Fucking years and years and years later, like 2017 or something, like 2007, we were playing with Guar in Prague, right? And
Wow, that's a trip.
yeah, it was a fucking really cool club. We played there with the circuit the first time we went over. But we were sharing this giant dressing room, doing the intro. Hey, how you doing? Chris Doherty. Hey, I'm Dave Berkey. I bought a copy of Boston Lay Off You on the stairs of the Wilson Center in 1983. I was like, dude, I thought you looked familiar.
No shit.
Yeah.
And you were being for real, like you actually recognize him?
No.
Or were you fucking with him?
I was fucking.
That's all right. Yeah, you probably had to do that a lot in your life.
but Berkey and I became like good friends,
That's awesome.
and he was like, he went up to his bus. He said, "I got this mixer that's really good." So he like drank that with whiskey. I mean, I fucking buried the guy. I mean, he tried to keep up with me. It was just like that scene in Vacation where the dog is like pulled behind the car. The cop comes up and he goes, "Poor little guy tried to keep up with you for a mile or two."
The new Vacation?
Oh, the old one.
Oh, the older
The
one.
Original.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a fucking
Yeah.
awesome. I actually like the new one too. It's pretty funny, but yeah, nothing beats the old one. I forgot about that. Yeah, Chevy Chase and they're dragging the dog behind the fucking.
And the cop comes up and he goes, "Poor little guy tried to keep up for a mile or two." And that was Berkey. He tried to keep up for an hour or two.
That's adorable.
And he had to go on his bus and pass us before they set, right? And if you ever seen Guar, if you're familiar with him,
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
actually wore some of their costumes.
oh, dude, I mean, they're like this big fucking, monster characters, right?
Yeah.
And they were out there, probably 10 minutes into the set. I'm standing like on the side of the stage right next to the monitor board.
Next to a giant alien penis.
Yeah, I mean, 1 foot outside the door of the dressing room where the beer was, right? And the guitar player comes up to me, like, in between songs. He's got this big fucking foam, teeth, scary, looks like fucking Jaws, you know?
Yeah.
And you'd never expect this. He's like, hey, Chris, it was a real pleasure playing with you this evening. He was like,
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Wow.
and then Berkey goes, Chris Doherty, what are you doing here? You're not in hell yet. And I got to squirt it it was like, you know, like you go to the amusement park and you squirt it and the balloon goes up. Like
Yeah.
squirt
Yeah.
the monkey's mouth. But he had like, you know, blood on one side and jizz on the other. And there was like, the crowd was, of course, it was fucking, you know, sold out. And I was just like, I like aim in on one guy and just fucking blast him.
With blood or jizz?
Both.
Oh, nice. That's a Guar show right there.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you fucking did that shit. Focused on the one guy and just made it happen.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Or girl.
Or girl, yeah. Oh, that's perfect.
If she was wearing white.
Oh, fuck yeah. I like your style, man. Man, so when you guys put out that first album, I imagine, how old were you? Like 15?
Mhm.
Yeah. And you were living it. Yeah, at that time, you were like living what you were writing.
Right.
You don't hear that all the time.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we were just kids. And I was talking to Mike Dean, the original drummer, a couple weeks ago, who is living in Vegas now and, you know, has a family. He has a son that goes to, like, University of Michigan playing hockey. And he's trying to, or he goes to a private, like, school in Michigan. But he's, you know, hoping to go to a, you know, Division I college. And but Mike was fucking amazing drummer. I mean, that shit was so fucking fast.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting at my mother's house one night, right? The phone rings. It's like, Chris. I pick it up. And, hey, Chris, it's Brian Baker. Hey, Brian, how you doing, man? You know, mine, right? He goes, I need to get a phone number of Mike Dean. Well, I don't know. I joined up with Glenn Danzig, and he wants him to play drums.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So Glenn calls.
Dude, you're like 15 at this point.
Yeah, and Mike was too. Glenn calls Mike on like a Saturday. Says, hey, you know, I got this band I'm doing. Let me call Sam Hain. I got Brian Baker and Lyle Presser from Minor Threat playing, and I want you to play drums. And Mike said, Glenn, I really appreciate the offer, and I would love to do it, but I'm joining the Marines on Monday.
Wow.
I'm leaving for boot camp in the Marines on Monday.
Wow.
So was that around 1984?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, dude. Yeah, that's wild.
And then, you know, we played, we get like opening slots for some good bands coming from out of town. Like, I did some great shows when I was playing guitar with Jersey Kids, but like Gang Green played with the Circle Jerks at the Channel one night, and that was probably, you know, the school night. Like, and it was a good crowd, and they dug us. And afterwards, I was like standing on that dance floor, kind of just wondering what to do, and still like reeling in the excitement of how great we were that night. Keith Morris comes up to me. He goes, "Hey kid, you guys are fucking great, man. You get a lot of talent." And to this day, Keith and I are just amazing friends.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, the first time we went to Europe, we were out touring America in the Jerks were touring. We kept crisscrossing, and you know, maybe 2 nights a week we do shows together, but we'll bump into each other and jump in the same bill. But the first time we went to Europe was the Jerks and Gang Green, and that was a fucking amazing tour.
I can only imagine, man. Yeah, that's wild. What was some of the shit about that tour that's like memorable? I imagine all of it, probably.
I imagine you don't remember all
Was
of
there
it.
anything that stuck out? Was there anything that stuck out in a fucking
Yeah.
tour like that?
Yeah, the first night, the first show, right? We go out and do our set, and it was, you know, one of those clubs that, you know, capacity might be like 800, but there was probably 1,200 in there.
Yeah.
You know, just fucking jammed up against the stage. And,
Those are the best.
Yeah.
yeah,
fuck
I love that. That was awesome. And you know Xander, the bass player. Like Keith, in like Beverly Hills, Century City, he go. There she goes, 3-piece suit, Spanish pants, cowboy boots, and he put to Xander. And Xander wasn't wearing his cowboy boots that night; he was wearing fucking sneakers. and then some like they hit just a little break, and someone said, "Tell a joke." And Keith goes, "You want to hear a joke? Fucking look at a joke," and he points at Xander. And then afterwards, like, I mean, Keith is smaller than me. He lived with me in Massachusetts for a while, and he had like I pull his clothes out of the laundry, and they were like student jeans. I mean, the guy's so fucking small, but Xander is screaming at him, "I'm a fucking professional." And Keith just stood there like holding his fucking ground, like, I'm not afraid of you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was, and then like going through the red light district in Holland. It was like
In Holland.
yeah, and Amsterdam. Like
That's a different beast than the red light district in Boston, man.
yeah. But I was like, "Hey, Keith, you going in?" He's like, "Yeah, I might do some window shopping, And we're all together, both bands and the crew on the same tour bus. So it was like anytime someone went into something like that, you'd hear, fucking 14 other guys outside screaming, hey, don't come yet, get your money's worth.
Do you have any favorite like European destinations? I mean, you've toured Europe a fucking handful of times.
I mean, like Germany, we've always done really well there just because of the amount of records we sold there. And they like beer drinking bands, and that's kind of our rep.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, man.
But I got Amsterdam is always just a fucking blast,
Yeah.
And last time I was there, over in Europe, we played in Amsterdam, and then like a week later we were going somewhere. I don't know where it was, but you see the signs on it. It was like Amsterdam, 32 kilometers. It's like fucking pull over,
Yeah.
All right. So we're on the same bus that we were a week earlier. But this, we book a hotel, pull up in front of the hotel, and the plate within like seconds, we were surrounded by drug dealers. It was like the Michael Jackson video, the knives up. And so I get some drug of choices off them, and saved enough money to go window shopping in the red light district. Right.
Nice.
All right, but we've been drinking the whole fucking ride on the bus to get there. So at this point, I am hammered, and I see this hot girl. She was like one window down from the black chick with her tits touching her knees. And so, and I got all these drugs in my pocket of my leather jacket, right? So I'm in there, like, really not concentrating on what I'm doing with her. I'm drunk.
Sure.
I'm drunk and I want to get high, right?
Yeah.
So I finally finished my financial obligation with her. And of course, they make you put on a condom, right? Which,
Yeah, whatever.
right. So she takes off the condom and like wipes me down with a paper towel, right?
Oh.
It was so gracious, right? And then there's a waste basket, right? Like one of those ones you step on the little thing and the lid opens up.
Yeah.
So she steps on the thing and the lid opens up and it's fucking filled right to the top with condoms, paper towels. Paper towels. I'm like, oh, that whole freshly just that sex feeling went, whoa. Do you mind if I chop this out and do this hair?
Yeah.
Actually, there was one time we were there. Our tour manager and our sound man, and I went in on some white powdery substance type of drug, and they get these cigarette machines over there that are about taller than I am, or right about the same, like 5.5 feet tall, and they put the lines on top. And they're both close to 6 feet, so they're like, lean over, do it.
No problem.
Yeah, right. Hand me the bill. And they're like, what the fuck, man? How I got, I got clamped up there like Spider-Man. Like,
Make one of them get down on his fucking knees.
Yeah.
Stand on him.
Please tell me you climbed one of them.
no. I figured it out. I'm very resourceful.
That's all right,
Give me
man.
10 fingers.
I never went to. God, I wish I remembered what part of Holland I was in. All I cared was that like the drugs were illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty wild, man. I think that's the first time I ever smoked White Widow.
I mean, we be on the bus just fucking partying all night after a show, driving to the next city.
Yeah.
And there was like a microphone on there. The tour manager was going, we're going to be crossing the border in a half hour. If you have anything illegal, get rid of it.
Yeah.
And it was,
Yeah, right. Sure.
we get the vents on the top of the bus, like throwing pipes out there. Pipes and syringes in it. Fucking anything that.
Incriminating. Did you ever get in any trouble at the border?
Not in Europe.
That's good. We got in trouble once when I was touring Europe. One of our dudes, like, we told him to ditch the pot, and he fucking stuck it in his sock. And they had dogs, and we were like, dude, why the fuck didn't you get rid of that? We ended up, like, spending, 24 hours busting our friend out of a German fucking lockdown.
I mean, it's not like you can't find it anymore. What the fuck?
Right, exactly. Yeah, just get rid of it. And I mean, when you're touring like that too, you get shit thrown at you. Like people give you shit. It's like it's replaceable, especially pot. Pot's very replaceable over there. Hash too. Yeah.
Transporting anything is fucking, even around here.
Yeah.
Well, us growing
dude,
up,
especially-
you couldn't drive around with an ounce.
Yeah, sure, but especially when you're in a band, in a van, crossing a fucking checkpoint, like, your shit's getting searched. Yeah, that was a quick lesson learned, man. But I'm glad you guys never had to deal with any arrest. That's good. Or did you?
Talk about
I do have to say that the man at the Canadian border with the rubber glove was very gentle.
the American continent police system probably have some stories about this one.
Yeah, for sure, man. So, when your first European tour, how old were you?
18.
18.
Shit.
Wow.
Well, I graduated high school when I was 17.
You graduated.
Yeah.
Hey, good on you, man. Fucking cheers to that. Cheers to that.
Yeah.
Cheers to graduating high school.
Yeah, that's my highest level of education.
I fell short, so I envy you.
That's all right. I had this kid that worked for me, right? And he dropped up and took the GED.
Yeah.
And he goes, that was so fucking easy. The only thing I regret was that I didn't fucking leave in like 6th grade and take it down because I could have passed it.
Yeah, I get that, man. That makes sense.
What, that you get the good enough diploma?
Yeah.
The GED?
I don't even have that, no, but I could take the test and pass it. I went back to school to get my full diploma a couple of times. The first time I got offered a job in the film industry, and I thought it was a one-in-a-lifetime thing, so I was like, I'm going to go do that. Then I ended up back trying to get my diploma 2 years later, and I got another job of a similar thing. So I never even got my good enough diploma. Nope. And since then it's been history. Fuck. But I do regret it because I would have liked to gone into college. I would have liked to get my degree and go into something like psychology or something. But whatever.
A baloney degree?
A baloney degree, yeah.
Yeah, I got a BS and BS.
You can just watch
Yeah.
YouTube and learn all that shit now.
Yeah, that's true.
Without
Yeah.
paying all that money, all that debt.
For real, man.
That's some shit you shouldn't learn off YouTube, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're not
Like how to
wrong.
love.
You should not learn
You
how to
know.
love.
I mean, you can go a couple ways about that. Let's be real.
Hey, YouTube showed me how to change the oil filter on my 28,
See shit like that.
on my Lincoln Town car.
Shit they should teach you in school.
Yeah.
They should teach that. They don't teach many things in school that you actually use in life.
No.
Right? Fuck, man.
Taxes and bills and shit.
Yeah, why wouldn't they show you that? Why wouldn't they teach you that?
They did one
They want you
period.
to fail.
They do.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. They want you kept in the system.
They want you to live by the bell.
Yeah, man.
They're incentivized to make sure you come out of there stupid.
Chris, are you
They
guys-
don't make a lot though.
That's true. You guys had like some skate punk stuff back in the day too. Like, were you a skater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfucker was on the cover of Thrasher.
Were you?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, someone pulled it up February 87.
Brian, can you pull that up? February 87th.
My
Thrasher,
phone's
Cover
dying,
Magazine. No
motherfucker.
shit. That's awesome, dude. Did you ever skate with a dude with the last name Grabke?
No.
German name. He's our drummer's cousin. He was on the cover of some 80s magazine. I don't know.
I mean, I used to
That's
skate.
awesome.
I used to skate with Jake Phelps all the time.
Yeah, well, like, I know, like, growing up with skaters and playing punk rock music, you guys were, like, a part of that soundtrack.
Yeah.
And, you know, you have skate fucking punk songs.
Oh, that one?
There you go.
When did you start skating, dude? Hey, can we see that on the computer? Can you pull that up on that?
I don't have it ready.
Yeah, can you get it ready? Oh, yeah. put it
After
on the
what we
camera.
fucking went through,
Yeah,
I am
no,
not
I get
touching
it.
that
I
shit.
get it, dude. I get it. How old were you when you started skating, man?
Probably like 10, 11, 12.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of skateboard were you using then?
Shitty one. You know, I think I disassembled some roller skates and put them on a 2x4.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But then, then I was sponsored by Santa Cruz when I was probably like 16, 17.
Yeah, wow.
And then Skull Skates made the gangrene skateboard.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And I remember, like, Skull Skates, we had a good working relationship with them. And went to, we went to their warehouse, which, every time we were in California, we go there. And it was just like fucking Christmas, like walk through all these rows and like pull out like skateboard keychains, hats, sweatpants, bags. I mean, it was like,
It's Christmas shopping.
yeah, it was like shopping street. But I was there with Keith Morris because he was just chilling with us. I mean,
Wow.
when he was in Boston, we hung out. When I was out there, we hung out.
Yeah.
And they were approaching us about doing a gangrene board. And they wanted to do a circle jerk board too. And Keith pulled my skateboard was in the trunk of the rental car. Keith pulled pulled his t-shirt off, which was like the circle jerk shirt, and stuck it onto the board. And the Skull Skates guys were like, yeah, that'd be cool. So they did gangrene, circle jerks, and Red Hot Chili Peppers all released all at the same time.
Wow.
We
What year was that?
85, 86, 86. And we dramatically outsold the other two.
Hell yeah.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were making like Chili Peppers boards around then too?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would imagine more people have actually were keen to you guys.
Yeah.
Chili Peppers weren't even
And
really
then-
big then.
We used to hang out with Brian Ware, who at the time was like the editor of Thrasher. And then I think Jake took that job over. But Brian called our manager one time and he goes, I'm going to make fucking Chris Doherty a star. I'm going to put on the cover of Thrasher. I was like, all right, cool, man, thanks.
Wow.
Next round's on me.
That's a
yeah.
trip, man. That's fucking amazing. So did you get a chance to like skate in different parts of like America or
All over, man. Like, I mean, we would pull up to like, Austin, Texas, and these skaters would be, hey, where's Chris? Chris here? Yeah, hey, man. Get out of the van with my boy. And they'd like go to these kids' houses and skate their half pipe. And there, Florida, Georgia, all the time, man. The kids would just come up and show up early and say, hey, we're having a party. We got a half pipe and a pool. So we like pool party, cookout, fucking skate in the half pipe. and then having to go do the show. But
Wow. That's fantastic.
What kind of skater were though? Were you a ramp? Were you
Yeah.
street? All of it.
More
Probably ramp back
more
then.
ramp, yeah.
Yeah.
that makes sense. No shit.
Vert's cool. Vert's cool as fuck. I never got to fuck with Vert though.
What did you think about like the whole Peralta movement?
What do you mean by Peralta movement?
Like just the whole like Jamie Peralta like line of boards and
I met Jay Adams one night. I was in
wow.
Mission Beach. I mean, what's that fucking hippie place?
In Cali.
Yeah.
It's fuck, I'm having a brain fart. Saying like Ansbury, no, what is it? What's it called? It's like the ground zero of like hippies over there.
Yeah, but, you know, they got guys
Big brain fart.
pumping weights like roller skating and all kinds.
Venice Beach.
Venice Beach.
Venice
Yeah,
Beach.
Venice Beach. Yep.
Yeah,
That's what I'm here for.
my buddy Dean.
Thank you, Jobby.
Dean lived there,
all I got.
and we were out partying, and actually we ran out of money. We knew this girl, Lisa from Boston, that lived there, and
I was looking at him.
so we just kind of scrounged up like 20 more drugs to get $21 to get some more drugs. And we said knock on the door, and it's like Jay Adams was in there fucking tweaking out of his mind, smoking
Yeah.
crack.
Yeah.
But cooler than that, the first time we played Hollywood, the Cathay de Grand, right? It was Gangrene with like the Offspring and NoFX opening for us.
Yeah. I was gonna. Okay. Yeah. Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, but so I'm just standing there, and fucking this dude with dreads comes skating in, like doing tail stops on the little thing on the bar and everything. I'm like, what's up, man? He's like, hey, you Chris? I say, yeah. I go, Tony Alvaro. He's like, Tony, fucking pleasure meeting you. I'm a big fan, you know. And he goes, yeah, I want to come down here and say hello. You're sticking around for the show. You won't even put in a guest list. And he goes, no, they let me in here for free. I was like, but he just skating. I mean, like he didn't walk. He just tic-tac and tail
In the
stuff.
crowd?
No, like just around the whole club. There was no. Like you would think he didn't even know how to walk. He just
He was born with a skateboard.
right.
Wow. That's wild. Did you at that time? I mean, you were skating at the same time they were. Were they any influence on you, or were you just kind of your own influence?
I think it was more or less my own influence.
Yeah.
You know, being a product of a broken home and living a very boring suburban life, and found two other guys that, felt the same way and started making music together.
Yeah. Sure. So like your exposure, like your band's music exposure, kind of like opened it up for you in the skate world too.
Right, yeah.
Wow. Damn, man. That's fucking awesome.
That's the dream.
That is the dream right there, man. Holy shit.
Thanks for saying that, man. I've had a very good life, and
Yeah.
very proud of my accomplishments.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy, man. When Mikey told me that he was gonna get you to come in here with us, I was like, dude, that guy is like the fucking soundtrack to like multiple generations of punk rockers.
He is the hard rock life
Yeah,
epitome.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you for saying that, but we were playing somewhere in like Alabama. I think it was Huntsville, Alabama. My good friend of mine resides there. And this kid comes up and he goes, "My grandfather told me about you guys." It's like that doesn't fucking help. That doesn't make me that really doesn't make me feel good.
That's a riot, though.
I know.
You gotta
Fucking
laugh.
grandfather.
Well, dude, man, how old are you? You're in mid-50s?
You talking to me?
Yeah, how old are you?
57.
57, man. Fuck, you look younger than Brian. You look younger than me.
Well, you sucked a lot more dick than me.
Yeah. Brian loves the cock.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
saying.
I heard semen aged you.
I think we're confused.
We're very confused. No, man, that's crazy. That would be kind of a trip to have somebody's grandfather come in.
No, just like little punkhead, little skater dude. Hey, my grandfather told me about you guys.
Well, hey, you know, I mean, it's so you guys put out your first album in like 81 or 2. Two, yeah.
Yeah, Boston, LA.
Yeah. So like between then and now, I mean, that's got to be like a blink, right?
What? How long is that? 40 years?
Something.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to do math, bro.
Yeah. Our drummer Walter used to say all the time. Nobody told me there would be any math.
Yeah, right? Yeah, so, like, I mean, between then and now, I mean, that goes... I know, like, my own life, I'm 38 years old. When I first started playing music, I was 14. Between then and now, it's like a blink. It's just a blink.
All right.
It just happens so fast.
But, I mean, for me, it was like a real slow grind. We were either on the road or in the studio for fucking, like, 20 years.
Yeah.
Constantly nonstop.
Sure.
And when you're out on the road, you're homesick. And when you're at home, you're road sick.
You're road sick, yeah, totally, man. That's an interesting thing, right? When you get home off doing a tour, you know, you get homesick when you're on the... Yeah, like you said, you get homesick, you come home, and it feels good for a couple days, but then you're like, fuck, where's the action?
Yeah.
Grass is always greener on the other side.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Oh, I gotta fucking wait for this. You know, I spent like fucking 3 months. Hurry up and waiting.
Yeah.
I fucking hated my 2 years of that.
Touring.
No, I don't. I only went to Korea for a fucking rotation, but
Brad guy was in the army.
that was the worst. My job was mad cool, but the hurry up and wait was just like, you know, they make you do it
Sure.
the whole time.
Yeah. Did you guys ever go to Asia? I
No, not
No.
yet.
Really?
Not yet. No.
Oh, you should.
I mean, we're doing this Europe thing. Then we're gonna tackle like South America and Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, and well, I know you guys are huge in Europe. You're fucking huge. And
But you know that didn't come easy. I mean, we toured, we worked, we pounded it out.
yeah.
You know, doing those fucking tours we do. You know, 42 shows in 40 days. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a fucking grind, man. And you've been doing that for how many years?
35.
God bless
Yeah,
you.
y'all ain't got shit out there.
Yeah, for real.
Sorry, listeners.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, you've been through a few different lineup changes, and you fucking held that thing together.
Right.
But that says a lot about your band, man, and how much people love your music.
Yeah. Well, these guys sitting behind me right now.
Yeah.
It's a
The Peanut Gallery.
yeah. You know, I mean, I
Jiggling.
I would call them the
Fucking around.
Pancake Gallery.
but you know, I mean,
The breakfast club.
you know,
Breakfast.
I mean, because of my,
Prince Pancake, all right?
you know, stroke in my left side being paralyzed, I can't play guitar anymore.
Yeah.
But I've assembled an amazing band,
Yeah, man.
and you know, I knew it. You know, I wanted to do something. And I said, you know, Mike, why don't I just join your band and we'll call it Gangrene? And the big reason was Josh, because he's such an awesome drummer. And then he said, you know, the guitar playing drummer.
He is a fantastic drummer.
He's a monster. Man.
Yeah, he is a
He's
monster,
insane.
man. Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
I want to get to you in a minute, Josh. I got questions for you, buddy.
Josh, you're next.
Keep
get
going,
nervous.
Chris. Keep going.
Don't get nervous.
I have to pee.
We're elaborating here on the lineup, man.
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, you know, Mike and I become friends, and he comes over every Wednesday to play guitars, and I loved Worm, and then, you know, because he booked shows and he played my benefit.
And they're an actual punk band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Chris really started hanging out. I put out a comp a couple of years ago for the C Note, which has Josh's band Crime Spree on it, Nick's band Fast Times.
Fuck yeah, two
Represent.
good bands, man. Two great bands.
I got Gangrene to get on it as well.
Yeah.
And me and Chris started hanging out a lot.
And you've been going over his house and fucking going over material. How's that been going for you?
Good.
Excellent. Well, you know what? I moved really close. Mike took me to this bar called Rafferty's in Marshfield.
All right.
and the manager was a Gangrene fan, and Mike had me sign his Another Wasted Night album for him.
Yeah.
And so when I moved to Marshfield, it was like, even with my fucked up left side being paralyzed, I could walk there.
Fuck yeah.
It took me like 2 weeks to become a regular, and then and then a month to get banned.
Is that a true story?
And have you been back?
Did you get banned?
Yeah, we played there the first night of our tour last year. We were gonna do alcohol with Chris, but he had got banned the week before. So I was talking to him to try. I'm like, well, just let him come in for this one night before we leave.
It originally started out as you can never come in here again. To you get a 1 month ban, and
I
then
think we got it down to 2 weeks.
yeah, 2 weeks later, I was in there getting fucking hammered again.
Nice, man. Well, Marshfield is lucky to have you.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
well,
It was more of a timeout, really.
we were talking. We were talking earlier about how I lived in Cincinnati for 20 years.
Yeah.
The Dropkick Murphys would come through town, and one time they came in and they like tried to surprise me because I was like hanging out on the side of the stage by the stage cooler. They'd always have a cooler on stage with beers in it, so I'm like sitting on that fucking drinking beer, and James hands me his guitar. Kenny goes, "Yeah, we got they're a living legend, living in this town now. We're gonna do one of his songs, Alcohol." So every time they came through town, I'd hang out, drink most of the beer, maybe eat a little of the deli tray if I was left over if I was hungry, but get up there and play alcohol with him.
Fuck yeah. How'd that feel?
How do you think it would feel? You got a band that you've influenced that's covering one of your songs,
Yeah.
and you get up there and play with them.
I don't know how that feels.
Didn't you guys do the Boston Invasion tour with them and
Yeah.
Darkbuster?
Yeah, it was Darkbuster,
Lost City Angels?
Lost City Angels.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
I miss Lenny.
And you know what? It was like, it started like October 3rd or something like that. And my second wife was leaving me and signed a lease and bought a condo. She was moving out of our house and taking my kid with her and shit like that. And I begged her to stay. It's like, look, if you stay, I'm not going on this tour. And she left, so I'm like, fuck it. I went out there, I fucked everything I could.
Understandable. I get that.
Yeah,
I mean, fuck, man.
exactly.
Literally. Just fuck, man.
Yeah.
I mean, well, no, that's heavy. That's heavy. I mean, that's a lot to like digest.
Right. Yeah. And my second wife, I met because she was actually roommates with Dave Tree. And
Really?
And Dave Tree introduced us. And she's the one that said, Chris, don't think I'm stupid. I know what goes on out there on the road. Don't get anyone pregnant and don't bring home any diseases. And I took that as, I can fuck whatever I want, whenever I want.
Yeah, well, that's what that
As
is.
long as I wear a rubber.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what that is. I would have taken that the same way.
Yeah. So, okay, green light, huh?
Okay, lady.
Remember, you wanted this.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's hard. It's hard to, I don't know. Relationships are hard, and when things fail, you do what you can to recover it because you care. But then you get a green light. That helps you get over shit.
Right.
Kind of, in one way.
Hey, man, one of those Budweisers left.
Yeah, I got you one right there.
Hey.
Thank you. Hey, this is Chris Doherty, and I approve this message.
Fucking right.
Do you have any lineups of your band that were like a particularly great time?
What about
for
Glenn
that-
and Chuck?
I'm sure all of them are great times.
Oh, yeah, man, I had nothing but fun.
Yeah.
The original lineup, the three young kids, that was, it was so innocent. And we didn't know what we get into, and we got into it full speed ahead.
Yeah.
And then, like, once we got signed to Roadrunner Records, that whole period was a lot of fun too.
I can only imagine. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, I mean, we used to, doing kind of whatever we could afford recordings.
This is hopping from Tang, right?
Yeah.
So you guys were assigned to Tang, and you got signed to Roadrunner. What were the differences between the two, like in your career?
The money.
Yeah.
Roadrunner, threw us a ton of cash,
Sure.
advance, and
Oh boy.
and their European power label. It was like being on a major label. I mean, those guys, they did everything for you. Press, publicity. You couldn't. I mean, see, first time I was there, couldn't like go on more than 12 hours without having to do an interview or photo session. We had a publicist, and that really grew the band over there. I mean, we did well in Europe because we worked really hard and just beat it and grinded away.
Yeah.
And those are great times. I mean, first time we went with Circle Jerks and Gangrene. Second time was DRI and Gangrene.
Wow.
And we judged the shows by how many ambulances had to show up.
Yeah. Yeah.
With that DRI Gangrene. We only 4 tonight, man. What a shitty show.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was. No, keep going. Am I heading you off? I don't want to head you off. I think Fat Mike of NoFX talks about a show that he got hospitalized at, as you're talking about, like you judge them by the amount of ambulances.
Right.
I think it was a DRI show he talks about in one of his songs that he fucking split his head open and had to go to the hospital before DRI played. And you guys played with NoFX too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave you a shout out at
Yeah, I heard they played.
Punk and Drublick.
Pumpkin Drublick.
Yeah.
In Brockton?
And Worcester.
No, in Worcester.
In Worcester,
Yeah, this
okay.
past year.
Right on.
Chris is not a big fan of NoFX.
All right, yeah? Can
No,
I ask?
I just, I mean, I think Gangrene's a better punk rock band than NoFX.
Yeah.
than NoFX should ever fucking dream of being.
Sure.
But, I'm living in a fucking handicapped elderly housing project because I'm fucking disabled from the stroke.
Yeah.
And Fat Mike's, making a ton of money.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
I don't know if you guys saw American Hardcore.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, that's a great documentary, man. I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the end, we were talking about like Green Day, Blink-182, and those other bands. I was like, those motherfuckers are driving their tour buses on the highway that we paved.
On the backs, yeah, of you. Yeah,
Right.
for sure. So, yeah, that's fair. So that's like the perception you have. That makes sense, man. I don't think enough of those dudes actually, like, give thanks. And you deserve that.
But you know what, man? I hang out with these guys that go to punk rock shows.
I know you're not saying that, but I'm
No.
saying that. Like,
Alright,
you
well-
deserve that.
Like someone comes to me like, you, Gangrene, yeah. Man, I fucking loved you guys. You're my favorite band of all time. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, you know what? That means more to me that you say that than it'll ever fucking mean to you. I always like really try to be humble and gracious and appreciative.
Yeah.
That's how I started out. I was listening to 7 Seconds, fucking Gangrene.
Yeah, man.
Minor Threat.
Yeah, you guys were like you guys are the soundtrack of like multiple generations of punks.
Skaters.
And
Yeah,
skaters.
definitely
Skaters.
skateboarding.
Yeah, man.
Drunks.
Definitely drinking that. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Do you reflect that on that?
I've tried to diversify over the years.
Yeah. Sure.
I got the skaters as fans. Now I got the drunks as fans.
You got a big demographic, man.
I know.
Yeah, you guys reach everybody.
Yeah, you can't even see the ceiling there.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
No, it's insane to think about that, man.
Yeah, like at any point in your life, if you were actually like when you're by yourself, just do you think about things like that
Right.
ever?
There's been a few times I ran a fucking wooden bench in a jail cell. It's like, I shouldn't be here, but I fucked up down here.
Yeah.
Let me look back at all the other shit I've done in my life.
Yeah. Yeah. So in like moments of desperation is when you think of shit like that. Dude. Yeah, if I were you, I would think about that in the best moments too.
Yeah, I mean, Brian Betzker, who was Jerry's Kids' original drummer,
Yeah.
and then joined Gangrene. He replaced Walter Gustafson, and then Walter Gustafson replaced him. So the drummers would bounce back for a little while, and now we got Josh, and he's just as good as all of them.
Josh is a fantastic drummer, man.
Oh, he's a beast.
Yeah, he's a beast.
What they do.
So what do you guys have lined out? Do you have any shows going before Europe?
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah.
Are you guys playing the 11th?
Playing 420 in Providence at Alchemy.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah.
421 in Portland
Yeah,
at Gino's.
Nice.
It started with the 22nd booked in Manchester.
That's
Then we-
Saskeen.
then
Oh,
we
Shaskeen, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
and then
I
we
remember that
have the
place.
21st in Portland. Just gonna be up north anyways. And I was like, we had the 21st and 22nd booked. With all the fucking potheads in this band, we have to play on the 20th. And so we called the Alchemy, and immediately they gave us whatever we wanted.
Fuck yeah, yeah. Dude, I imagine you could get whatever you want whenever you want it.
Yeah, and for years, yeah, and now.
Stay on the
But it's
last
funny, man.
days.
There's
You fucking pretzels over there?
they're good. Are they good? Yeah, they're good. Yeah, right on. Did they have like the nougat and stuff in it? I wondered about that.
It's good.
Fuck yeah, cool.
Bye, Jobber.
Later, pancake eater. I'm gonna actually challenge you someday to pancake eating.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's on the
Oh
table. It's
shit!
on the table.
This is fucking serious,
It's
dude.
on the
They're
table.
Like this is no joke.
No, I know.
I'm scared.
He will eat me alive, but I want to do it just for the hangout.
Yeah. Fuck.
It definitely needs to be recorded. That's for sure.
All right, fair enough. I'll go down in flames. I don't care.
Yeah,
I have
pay-per-view.
no pride. I will.
Are we still rolling?
I have no pride to swallow.
Oh, yeah.
Are we still rolling
We're
here?
always rolling.
You fucking drummer, Chris, man. That guy can eat like a pound of pancakes and still look thin.
But
Fuck him.
and even before he does that, he'll play for 3 hours.
Yeah. He's an animal.
He is, yeah.
It's insane.
I love him. We had Mike Dean, Brian Besker, Walter, and this kid is like a combination of all three of them, but better than all
Yeah,
three.
he can do it all. For sure. Well, he's got all the right influences, man. Yeah. Take it at the next level. He's a talented motherfucker, that guy.
Just can't keep him in a seat.
Yeah, I can't keep him in a seat. So you
Got
guys,
enough mics out for a pack of hyenas.
huh?
Got enough mics out for a pack of hyenas.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
mics.
Did you guys ever play with Rancid? I feel
Yeah.
like you definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever like hang out with them?
No, I don't like those guys. I don't like the band. I think they're fucking terrible.
Fair enough.
Shit, yeah.
Music or personality or
Both.
both? Okay.
And the only thing I like less is Operation Ivy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
All
like
right,
Rancid?
all
You
right.
like Rancid more than Operation Ivy?
Well, you know, dude, it's funny. Like, I grew up listening to all of that, all of you, like them, all of it. So it's interesting to hear your take on it. Just because I grew up listening to you, them, everybody.
Yeah, I think Operation Ivy is kind of what got me into punk rock.
Yeah, kind
It's
of.
funny.
Yeah. But,
I mean, the club up there, like Gilman Street, where that whole scene was kind of based around.
yeah, right.
Like Green Day and
Yep.
Operation
Rancid,
Ivy.
Operation Ivy, all of them, yeah. Yeah, Gilman was huge.
we played there a couple times and really weren't received that well.
Really?
Well, 'cause, you know, they're like fucking conservative Northern California hippies.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't like the.
Rowdy, thrashing drunks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a little more like pretty boy punk kind of.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like you fucking grew up playing hair in Boston, like the gritty punk rock fucking scene.
Right.
Yeah. What was your favorite? What was your favorite clubs to play here?
I was just about to ask. Yeah.
The
Rat.
The Rat. Loved the Rat.
Sure.
Channel.
The Channel, man, we did so many fucking great shows.
Dude, my drummer's dad loves you guys and talks about you guys playing the Channel because he used to go to the Channel shows all the time.
Tell me your channel stories
All
when
right.
you used to go see
Yeah.
bands. There.
Yeah, tell us some
All
Channel
right, so,
stories.
I mean, there was one summer, it was like 1985, they did like the best lineup coming through there, like a lot of, you know, great English bands and European bands and, you know, top American bands. So there's
You fucking animals.
Yeah, right. So, you know, Springer and I were really good friends. I lived in Braintree. I would skateboard down to Braintree, to Quincy Center train station because it was close to my house in Braintree. Like, jump over a fence, take it down to Wollaston,
The beach of beaches.
and walk up to Springer's house. And then we'd walk back down and, like, go through a hole in the fence there and sneak on again.
Nice.
Get off at South Station to go to the Channel. You know, we timed our arrival like right when the bands would be loading in. Just kind of like, even like grab an amp, fucking bring it in, you know, put it down. Go all the way to the back of the club to the restroom, the men's room. Remove a ceiling towel, and sometimes for some there'd be like 4 or 5 of us sitting up there in this fucking 2x6 for hours.
Are you kidding?
No, not at all. And you know, we'd have some beer with us, so we had to piss really fucking bad, and our ass was just killing from sitting on the wood, right? And like we'd hear like people doing lines, getting blowjobs, everything right below us.
Everything you wanted to
Right.
do.
Right. Yeah. And so then, as soon as the DJ started spin music, we knew the doors were open, so we climbed down, and we were in.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, you know,
That's fucking amazing.
yeah, I think there might have been like 8 people up there the night X played.
Wow. Wow, man.
Yeah. We were punks.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, I mean, I grew up on stories like that.
And, you know, Springer and I, to this day,
Stories, not me, but stories. And you and Springer?
yeah, I mean, to this day, he's still one of my best friends.
Right on, man. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Sneaking through fucking ceiling tiles, dude. That's awesome. Doesn't get much more punk than that.
They were the original Boston punks.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah.
Hardcore punks, yeah.
Yeah.
And there was one time we were doing like an all ages show there, and the fucking sink in the dressing room got smashed, and it was like kind of plastic, so it broke in half. In the dressing room, we moved the ceiling tiles, put it up there, and then like Walter was playing that night with the Elvis, and then Gangrene was playing. They wouldn't let Walter in the club until they paid for the sink, so we had to pay like $172 or something for a fucking plastic sink.
No.
And then like 4 years later, Andy Arsenault, who was like one of the managers there, comes to the wall and goes, "I finally found that fucking sink. It was up in the ceiling. How did you guys get it up there?"
How did you get it up there?
But Andy was a good guy, and we were standing up back of the channel waiting for a show, to load in and all that. And Andy shows up and starts like yelling at us, and he's wearing a UB40 shirt, right? And Walter goes, "Yeah, UB40 fucking pounds overweight, you fat fuck."
You be 40 pounds overweight. Motherfucker.
That's fucking right. What some of the earlier like channel shows? Do you have any like memorable ones that stick out?
You know what, man? It's really fucking cool. Like, it comes back to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be in Mike's truck, listen to Black Flag, and rise above, we gotta rise above. And I remember being in the fucking pit there, go, rise above, we gotta rise.
At the channel.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's fantastic, man.
The Ramones.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw the Ramones there. We played at the living room with the Ramones a couple times. And
What year?
85, 86.
Wow.
And, you know, I mean, it was always a great fucking show, just like playing with the Circle Jerks. It would be a full house. And they were, like Ramones, they really weren't sure. Their fans weren't sure which way they were going, like punk rock, hardcore, you know, but they fit in all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I love the Ramones.
Mm.
Do you really like them?
Absolutely. I started telling this earlier. I was talking to Mike Dean, the original drummer, a couple weeks ago, and I was saying, you know, the Ramones was such a huge influence on us. And there's only like 2 songs, like I Got Rabies and Killer Kami, that, you know, close to, you would consider like being, you know, influenced by the Ramones just because of the context.
Yeah.
We were playing this soccer stadium in Italy one time.
Nice.
And they were like, you know, some severe communists.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the promoter comes back and he goes, you know, really appreciate if you guys don't play Killer Kami tonight. And, you know, of course, we fucking opened with it.
How'd it go over?
There was a pit.
Yeah, sure.
And
That's
then they
fucking
played on.
brilliant.
There was
Yeah.
blood. There was a pit with blood.
That's brilliant, man.
Yeah.
Dude, to like grow up playing with bands like that, knowing them, playing with them, having met them, does it hit you differently when somebody passes like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Todd Youth from Murphy's Law when he died. I mean, that really fucking hit me hard.
Sure.
If that's what you're talking about, like those people dying.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Even somebody like Joey when he passed, like
Yeah.
I'm not even anywhere near that generation, but I mean they were so influential.
Yeah.
You know, on my own age, that I was struck by it.
Mike and myself went up to New Hampshire to see Black Flag and TSOL.
Nice.
Yeah, John went to that.
When
too.
was that?
In November.
Dickies were there too.
Yeah,
Oh
Dickies.
wow!
Yeah,
wow.
Fucking
no
love the
shit.
Dickies, man.
But I mean, Black Flag. Black Flag's this
Help me,
kid,
Dad, please.
the skateboarder. What's it? Michael Lally skate.
Mike Vallely. Yeah.
Mike Vallely, yeah, sure. What, he was skating there?
No, he was a singer.
He's a singer for Black Flag now.
Oh, I heard that.
Way
Yeah.
better. Thank you.
And dude, we were there, and I was hanging out with like the TSOL guys because we were way the fuck back and just, you know, chilling with them. And then
Greg Ginn.
Greg Ginn, yeah,
Wow.
Is it still falling? Oh shit.
but they were, you know, like all these people, like 8 people came back at once, like all the TSOL and the other guys in Black Flag to get their picture taken with me as I'm sitting on the couch in the dressing room.
Fuck yeah.
And I've been like having the best conversation with Greg Ginn I've had in the 40 years I've known him. But this guy sits down in front of me, he's like, hey, Mike, hey, my name's Chris Doherty, playing a band called Gangrene. And he just like looks up and like totally fucking snubbed me.
Really?
Yeah,
Snubbed you?
yeah.
Wow. Is it possible that he just wasn't? Was he intimidated? He might have been intimidated.
Yeah.
I would hope so. Fuck, man.
I don't know. I've met some pricky fucking band members.
Yeah. I mean, fuck.
But you know, I mean, I'm like hanging with Jack Grisham
Yeah.
and Greg Ginn. And Greg and I would just like sat there and talked for like a fucking half hour. I mean, just a great conversation. When they were leaving, Jack is leaving and says, hey, Chris, great seeing you, man. You know, good luck with your recovery. I was like, yeah, thanks, dude. Greg Ginn's leaving. He goes, hey, Chris, it was great seeing you. He gives me this like giant hug. And he goes, hope I see you soon. I was like, yeah, you will.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. It's like when you catch up from people from that era, and that's gotta be all. That's crazy.
I mean, we're playing the Rebellion Fest over in the UK, and there was, you know, I was talking about those binoculars I got earlier. Like,
Oh, you told him about that?
Yeah, those binoculars are fucking awesome.
You're gonna see tons of birds with those things.
Did you receive them already? Did they?
Yeah.
You have them.
yeah, they're at my house, yeah.
Right on.
I love them. I went to 2 different bars that day wearing them.
Yeah, I picked up bird watching. You know.
Wee bit early for the foliage.
There's no birds in this bar, Chris. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna still keep looking.
About that wall.
No one is gonna.
There's somewhere.
No one is gonna look through those lenses other than you.
But, you know, over at the Rebellion Fest, I can imagine, like, walking around all day just saying hi to old friends of mine. I mean, like, DOA is playing. DOA is
TSOL,
TSOL, yeah.
Man.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
Dickies.
that's amazing. That's amazing.
Do you like the? How about the Damned?
The Damned, yeah, they
Yeah,
They
Yeah,
just
yeah,
put
yeah.
a they just put a single out.
Yeah,
I saw
the
them
Damned are
over
fucking
the
sick.
summer. With
They're still
Blondie.
doing it. Blondie's still doing it too.
yeah.
That's good.
I mean, Blondie and the Jams seems like a weird kind of bill, but it was a fucking great show.
Yeah, they had Glenn Matlock from the Sex Pistols playing bass.
CBGBs. You guys played there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any memorable moments from CBGBs?
You know, I think the first time I played there, I was like 16 years old when Jerry's kids were playing there. You know, and driving down like the Cross Bronx Expressway and just seeing all these, we're talking like abandoned cars.
Yep.
Abandoned and stripped. You know, like nowadays, I would look at that like a fucking girl in the corner, like sucking dick for crack. Like,
Sure.
It wouldn't affect me whatsoever, you know. But, you know, I mean, when you're like that young, yeah, I mean, it's kind of scary.
Yeah,
going
that shit sticks out.
Yeah, it's kind of scary going in there.
Yeah. So even you going into shows back then, you felt a sense of intimidation, anxiety, adrenaline
Yeah.
fucking coursing through your fucking little kid veins.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're about to step it up like on fucking CBGBs.
That's 16, man. That's
Yeah,
fucking
that's
insane.
wild, dude. That's wild. That's actually, it's funny you said that because that's like the memory I have of driving through the Bronx when I played with a New York hardcore band was like abandoned, burnt out cars on the side of the road. I guess that hasn't changed much in fucking.
Yeah, I went to the Exploited and Chromax show at the Middle East.
Yeah.
And you know, someone says, "Hey, Waddy, Chris Doherty," saying, like, you know, shake his hand, give him a big hug. I was like, "Last time I saw you, I was buying speed at your house over in Scotland." And then I was like sitting in my girlfriend's car, drinking a beer, smoking a cigarette, and Harley comes up and I'm like, "Hey, dude, what's up?" You know, and then he like said, you know, the Boston scene was cool when like Gangrene and Jerry Skis came down, but when SSD, they just fucked everything up.
Ah, I could see that. That's pretty nuts.
But we're sitting there shooting the shit and reconnecting, and Gangrene played CBGs, and we'd stand out front, and Harley say, you know, all these other bands came down, they just fucking dicks. Gangrene comes down, I was like, hey, let's go party. And I said to Harley, I was standing up front of CBGs, I said, come on, dude, let's go get a couple beers. He's like, no, I'm starting a new band called the Chromax, we're gonna be huge.
Yeah.
And he loved that story when I told him to him.
That's awesome.
And Gestapo, Jimmy Gestapo and I, you know, those guys are constantly on tour, and he's got a great band behind him now. And the same thing, we played at CB's, standing out front on the sidewalk, you know, smoking a cigarette, drinking a beer. And he's like, those fucking guys from Anthrax were in the pit the whole show. And I was like, who the fuck's Anthrax? And he goes, oh, it's some metal band, but they play fast. And I was like, oh, no shit, you know. So Scott and I became friends over the years.
No shit.
At two of the festivals we're playing in Europe, they're headlining.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you're going to reconnect with fucking Scotty and
Yeah.
those dudes. That's awesome.
You didn't play with them in SOD days, did you?
No,
No.
but we were playing one time, and Jimmy Gestapo showed up with that. Who was the singer of SOD? That big fucker.
Yeah, Google it.
Billy Milano or something like that.
The Milano Mosh, yeah.
Yeah. And it was just a fucking melee. I mean, those guys probably took out like 20 punks. I think one of them was on crutches or something.
Billy Milano, yeah, you were totally on.
That's wild, man. Where are you playing with Anthrax in Europe? A few dates?
Brutal Assault,
Brutal Assault Fest.
Alcatraz.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Slapshot's
Roger,
playing that too.
Roger,
Oh, are they? Nice.
yeah, Agnostic Front's playing too.
Agnostic Front.
Damn.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, some fucking godfathers of hardcore right there.
You know, I don't know if they deserve that title more than I do, but I'll accept it.
That's awesome. I got a friend Ryan that plays with Slapshot. He's been playing with them for years. Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did the radio show, and we went on AAF with him for Chris's benefit show.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. That's awesome. Yeah,
Springer and Dave
Ra-
Tree.
he's a rad dude.
So let's listen to this. The American Hardcore was premiering in Boston, right?
Mm.
And myself, Curtis from Tang Records, Springer, and the guy from fucking Sony Pictures, like, drove up to FNX in a rental car, pounding beers the whole way. We go on FNX and do, like, morning radio interview. You know, pumping the movie, right? And then we go to NPR at the MIT radio station.
Yeah. And then Emerson College over there too, yeah.
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 And Springer and I are like hitting the doorbell, knocking on the door. I said, when the guy comes out, just apologize for being late. So the DJ opens the door and is like, hey, dude, sorry we're late. And just kind of bust right in. And he's late for what? Well, American Hardcore is premiering tonight. They told us to come down here to do an interview and, you know, pump the movie a little bit. He's like, Jesus Christ, no one sends me a fucking email around here. I don't know, it tells me. And Springer and I took over the radio station.
That's awesome. No one ever told me these animals are just going to kick in my door. That's great.
And they had like this library of all these albums in there. And we were partying pretty hard the night before. So I'm standing like kind of looking at the albums. And one of the guys at work said it looked a little more, even looked more important than the DJ. I go, blow the shotgun, this fucking like bright 8-ball of fucking snot just hits the ground. Like, right in front of the guy in Springer's like, come on, man.
We've been up all night.
Yeah. All right, so we get through that day, go to the movie theater, which was changed a couple of times because you want to keep getting it bigger. See American Hardcore. And then Gangrene and the Freeze are playing the after party at Harper's Ferry.
Oh, wow.
And then, I can't mention any names, but I had this really cool Schlitz beer shirt. I mean, it was like a college short sleeve shirt. I mean, you button it and the labels lined up. It had like probably 30 Schlitz labels on it. And I'm standing outside the dressing room, and this lady comes and she goes, I will give you a blowjob and an A-ball for that shirt right now. I was like, come on.
It's yours. That's awesome.
And the bass player at the time, Matt, he said, and I was like, he says, hey, can you sweeten the deal a little?
Did she?
Yeah,
Did the deal get sweetened is what I'm
I
asking.
fucked her brains out. She ended up tapping out. I was slamming her so hard.
To Hard Rock Life.
Oh, that's wonderful. Holy
Fuck
crap.
Motley Crue. There should have been a Gangrene movie.
Yeah, is
They're
there?
working on
Is
one,
there?
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah, the script is done. And it was our original manager, Alec Peters, who was there through all the stuff. It's like based on like the mid-'80s. And he finished the script a while ago. We were trying to find a director or an investor or whatever. But I got a call from this guy called Michael Bryant, who I've since become great friends with. He lives in Detroit. I was like, how'd you get involved in this? And he goes, well, I'm a working producer. I get scripts coming across my desk all day long. And I saw Another Wasted Night, the Gangrene story, when I was 14 years old. I rode my skateboard down to the record store and bought that first day it was released, I was like, all right, you're hired.
That's awesome. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's in the works.
Yep.
Wow.
So what kind of things are going into that right now? Like, are you like giving him footage or interviews and?
Well, the thing is, it's going to be filmed in Boston with all Boston extras and Boston crew and everything.
Nice, man. Is it going to be like shot like a documentary style?
No, it's more like a punk rock Spinal Tap.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
gonna be actors playing you.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
gonna be little assholes playing you
Yeah,
guys.
exactly, yeah.
Oh, that's
fucking
amazing,
amazing,
man.
dude. It's gonna. I hope it's gonna be 10 million times better than Dirt.
Yeah, that sounds
I
fucking
hated that movie.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Dirt was a disappointment.
Machine Gun Kelly's not involved.
Thank God. Thank you.
He gets beat unless he's beaten in the beginning.
Yeah, can he get murdered?
With a machine gun?
How ironic.
Dude, that's fantastic. Is there any kind of like any projection of like when that's gonna come out?
You know, I never thought $3 million would be so hard to fucking come by.
Is it? Yeah.
And
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, and we're doing it. and that's pretty low budget, too.
Yeah. I guess it would be nowadays. No shit. So you guys are still trying to like raise money for the budget to make it, but you have
I mean, we were shopping it.
fuck.
Then I got another project I've been working on. It's called Eddie's Saloon. And this is going to be like The Simpsons fucking doing meth and drinking beer.
That sounds great.
Yeah, my dad's name was Eddie, and it's, you know, it's like one of those towny bars. I mean, we play street hockey in the parking lot. We have a softball team that plays against, you know, opposing bars. And I'm the co-creator on it. And one day I was pulling into Stop and Shop, and they get like handicap parking only, you know, parking for pregnant mothers, expectant mothers only. And I was like, dude, what we got to do in the back of Eddie's Saloon is have like parking for drug deals only. He's like, no, we can't do that. I said,
Why not?
5-minute parking.
yeah. Yeah.
It'll be,
Yeah, right. 5-minute park. They tell you it's 5 minutes, and then it's like 20 minutes, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm 5 minutes away," and then it's like a half hour.
Yo, I fucking no. That ain't a drug dealer then.
yeah, shitty drug dealer.
Oh, you know, and right next to that, parking for doing drugs only.
That's a 20-minute spot.
Yeah, the parking for drug deals only is 10. The parking for doing drugs is 20.
All right, I'll vote for you.
But this is gonna be fucking hilarious. We already did we did all the voiceovers. We did all the characters,
Oh, that's awesome.
and now it's being matched to the animation. But
What are you gonna release it on?
I don't know. I mean, we're shopping it around now too. But
Just give it a Netflix. They take everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they pay well too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, totally. Oh, that's fucking awesome, man. All I can think is when I was a kid, drug deals were never on time.
It's like the Lou Reed song. You always gotta wait.
Ah, no
true.
shit. Yeah, good call.
God damn it.
All the Rolling Stones song. I'm just waiting on a friend.
Yeah.
There's always a wait involved.
There's a song called "The Wait"
Is there?
I
by
love
the
that song.
band.
Yeah,
By
I
the
love that
band.
song.
Ah, no shit.
Pulled into Nazareth.
One
Feeling
band, band,
a half
Bam,
past
that's
there.
three. Oh, that's called The Wait?
Yeah.
Okay. I know that song. That's a good song.
Look for a place where I could lay my head. I said, hey, mister, can you help me? Tell me where man might find a bag. He said,
This is
Sugar.
gold. This is gold.
Yeah.
shook his head. No was all he said. Take a load off me.
Take
a load off
me.
Take a load off Fanny.
And
Put the load right on
me.
That was amazing.
We're gonna have to use that.
Fucking beautiful.
So when's your solo album
Scary
coming out?
beautiful.
Your solo cover album.
My solo album, every fucking Gangrene album has been a Chris Doherty solo album.
Yeah, right?
Fuck
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. Oh.
Dude. Chris, when is the last full-length album you put out? Like, in the 2000s.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Another Case of Brutality, which was
07?
97, right?
08, 07?
yeah.
No shit.
And that, I mean, I recorded 11 songs before I had the stroke, and we were going to do a split album with the Freeze. But Cliff has totally cockblocked the whole thing and just delayed it.
Motherfucking Cliff.
Yeah, as much as I love the guy, I mean, you know, Billy Close is not the guitar player. Is not only a great guitar player, but one of the nicest and funniest motherfucking people I've ever met in my whole life. Billy is awesome.
Is there a submarine in the building?
There must be.
That's an alarm. Where do you have to be? Whose alarm is that? Where are you
It's
going?
not me.
Not me.
Not me.
Who is it?
It's you.
Oh no, it's me. What?
Is that like an Amber Alert?
Yeah, dude. I'm
My
missing.
God, Kev.
I'm missing. All right, my bad.
His fucking bracelet goes off.
No, I think Kelly just put on the Find My Phone app. All right.
So I'm sitting at home one day, just watching TV, drinking beer, like trying to do something new and different. But it's pretty much what I do every day. And Curtis Casella from Tang Records calls me. I mean, not only has Tang put out Gangrene Records for years, but
Yeah.
he and I are really, really good friends. He's like, dude, Johnny Knoxville was just in the store, and he used to skate to Alcohol all the time, and they want to put it in one of their movies. I was like, yeah, so what's the problem? No, I told him it was cost $10,000. I said, all right, there is no problem. So I got my portion of it, bought another Lincoln. I bought a Lincoln LS, which used to be my nickname.
That's a shop car.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, I had one of those.
Had a Jaguar engine and transmission in it. That thing flew. But I had to wait around a while to get the check, which is, you deal with the record industry. You can't expect to get something done right away.
No, I can't imagine. Especially Hollywood.
Yeah.
A Jackass who's that's Dick House Productions.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. But you got it?
Yeah.
They gave it to you. Fuck yeah. Those motherfuckers.
Sucks because they don't leave you a contact.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Chris, have you worked on any movies? Or like,
No, well, I got the Gangrene one coming up that I've been part of the whole
yeah.
creator of it. It's pretty much a story about me, but I've had that song in Jackass, and I had another song in a movie called Assassins with Sylvester Stallone and Antonio Banderas.
Right on.
All right.
Yeah.
And that was actually, and Juliana Moore.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Who
she
paid
said-
better, them or Jackass?
It was both 10 grand.
Oh, nice.
Oof.
That's a good paycheck.
But in the Assassins movie, Juliana Moore's like driving this Mustang convertible, white Mustang, and listen to my song and like playing drums on the steering wheel, and it shows Sylvester Stallone like on a elevated railroad track above her, and he's running. Every time I showed him, the volume would go down. I showed her, it would go up. Finally, he gets down from there, gets to the car, and he goes, "I hate this music," and he shuts it off.
Stallone does?
Yeah.
I bet he liked it in real life, though. I bet he liked it in real life.
You guys never bit that and put it on the beginning of a song?
No,
That would have been great.
I hate this music.
That's all you need.
With everything that you have coming up now, like, what's some of the stuff that you look most forward to?
Taking this band to Europe.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean-
gonna be a blast.
This group of guys, holy fuck. You're in some good hands. Maybe dangerous hands. That sounds like amazing.
Not
No,
used to.
that would be amazing, man.
I mean, Nick was the last piece of the band to be put in, and I couldn't be happier, man. Kids plays fucking great.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Nick, and you're doing bass.
Yeah, playing bass. Yeah, so I as we talked about earlier, I played guitar with Fast Times, but
Yeah.
Steve vs. Volcano.
yeah, Steve vs. Volcano,
Fuck
exactly.
yeah, man.
But I've been, people need a bass player, so I'm just been playing bass.
You're gonna shred the bass.
Yeah, why
Fuck
not?
yeah.
So I'm playing with Deadlow is my other
Nervous
band.
Eaters.
I played with Nervous Eaters for a few years, yeah.
Nice.
But
man.
that was
remember
up till probably I want to say like end of 2019, beginning of 2020, right before COVID hit.
Yeah.
And then I stopped playing with them. But then it's just kind of been a thing now. I'm just playing bass. I mean, I filled in with Crime Spree, I think, on bass for a little while too.
Fuck yeah.
So
Oh, the Revilers too.
Revilers, yeah.
See,
Kind
looking
of
forward
been
to
playing
Europe.
bass, I guess, like mostly the last 5 years or so, I guess.
You ever been overseas?
No.
You looking
no,
forward
I'm
to Europe,
excited.
dude?
Yeah, definitely. Oh,
Yeah, that's gonna be
Trying to
wild.
get the passport on the way.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, get that
Oh,
shit
yeah.
together. You will.
No, got to get all that.
But
shit
yeah, I
together.
mean, the
Dude,
the kid showed up the first night of rehearsal. Had like 14 songs down from beginning to end.
Yeah,
Nice, man. Nice.
You can play, he's fucking solid.
Dude, I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
if they still have the same place, but when I had to get my passport to go to Europe, there was like this fucking underground like bodega type of place, like across the street from where you would have to submit your passport, and like they pretty much like took me in a back room, took my picture, and I got my passport.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I went through. That's it.
Yeah.
And, they said 6 to 8 weeks or something
Nice.
if they accept it, but then you have to send away your birth certificate. I'm just like, my birth.
that,
Wait,
that whole part.
I
shaded me out.
I left, and then I got home and I was like, I don't have my birth certificate. Like, where is it? And I was confused. I didn't realize that they take that shit and they, they send it off, and then if they accept it or not, you get it back. I guess.
Sure. Yeah, you do.
We'll see.
You will. And you're playing guitar?
Yeah.
And have you ever been overseas yet?
No, I haven't. I'm fucking stoked.
Right on.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even feel real yet. So yeah,
Fuck yeah, man.
yeah, I'm excited, man.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah,
dude.
to be a part of this is
Yeah,
fucking
you know,
great.
I mean, we've been over there so many times, and it was always like, don't get your hopes up and get excited until you actually have that airline ticket in your hand.
Sure,
Right,
sure,
yeah.
sure, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the anticipation on something like that. I mean, you almost have to like separate yourself from it.
It feels like that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's like playing a show, like even in your hometown. It's like we're gonna play a
Right.
show here, but like the anticipation, you just want it. You just want to snap your fingers and be on the stage.
Exactly. Yeah.
The build up, like
A
fuck
little
all
bit
that.
of, a little bit of a roller coaster, but you got to like put in the work to make sure that that you're good when you get there and all that. So
And you're
Fuck yeah,
riding with
regardless,
fucking
regardless,
royalty.
and you're just going, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
Yep.
And you're gonna be drumming, you fucking pancake monster.
Yep.
Crushing it as always.
Yeah, my first time overseas too.
Fuck yeah, man. No, that's dope as hell. You guys are gonna have a blast. Fuck. Mike, you going over there?
Yeah,
You're going.
playing
Yeah.
guitar,
You're playing second guitar.
rhythm guitar.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. And, I mean, this lineup is so fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. I'm willing to bet that you guys are gonna sound as good as you ever have. I will put my fucking money on that.
Yeah, this shit has been so fun.
Yeah.
Playing with all these guys. I mean, and playing with Chris, it's like it's an honor, man.
Yeah.
And you hear all these stories and all the shit he's done and accomplished. It's fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, you can't even really wrap your
Yeah,
mind
so,
around it.
yeah, it's crazy. So
That's
I'm
what makes you a
stoked.
legend, Chris.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. You know, I tend to say that it's that stuff like that that makes me a legend.
Fuck yeah.
Is there talks of you all recording any releases?
Yeah, actually, we're trying to get in the studio real quick right now and get something done before we go to Europe. You know, it's got to be tight, but recording it, getting it pressed and releasing for the tour. And I have a box set that just came out in January, and it's all the Roadrunner CDs.
Ah,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
that's fucking odd. That came out in January?
Yeah, I mean, you can buy it released on like Amazon on January 13th, but now it's officially released.
Hell yeah, man.
Gangrene box set, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that shit. That's
Well,
fucking
well,
dope,
in
man.
there.
That's awesome. And you're actually going back to the recording studio now. You're keeping it alive, man. You're still doing it.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
It's timeless, man.
It is timeless.
timeless.
Like, yeah, the more you do it, like, it's just gonna only stay relevant. That's the cool thing about you guys, man. Chris, you guys will always be relevant, no matter what. Like, you put out shit now, that will stay relevant. Like,
But you know, I mean,
you're in the ethos, man.
since I was 14 years old and started this band, you know, it's the only thing that brought me joy. Just playing my guitar, I loved it.
Yeah, it's therapy, right?
Right, and with having this stroke and not being able to play guitar again,
Yeah.
it's, you know, it sucks. But I've assembled these guys, and I couldn't be happier. I mean, I just love like coming here and doing a podcast,
Yeah.
going to rehearsals. I love when Mike comes over every Wednesday and I show him songs.
Yeah.
And the best part about it is that he actually will go home and practice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, Mike is one of the hardest working
Yeah.
dudes in the punk
Yeah.
rock scene.
That he is.
There
Amen.
is. Yeah.
Top notch bandmate.
Hell
Fuck yeah,
yeah.
man. Like, yeah, I
Gee, thanks, guys.
dude, honestly, man, you couldn't get enough credit. Like, you really are. You're one of the most hardest, if not the hardest working fucking punk rocker in Boston.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
It's wild, dude. It's good, man. Stay hungry. Stay passionate, man.
Gotta stay hungry.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, it's
For
great.
pancakes.
And like back in like the mid '80s, Gangrene was all over like shameless self promotion. You could not drive through a toll booth on the turnpike and not see a Gangrene cigarette.
You guys had brilliant promotions.
Well, you know, one I was very proud of. What we did is we went to like a thrift shop and bought all these winter jackets. Then we had the Gangrene like Budweiser T-shirts.
Yeah.
sewn on the back of them,
Hell yeah.
and gave them out to bums.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's awesome.
A walking billboard.
No shit.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's like doing two things, like you're clothing them and
Right.
Advertising.
Yeah, you know, showing you have a heart, but you're
Yeah.
also fucking greedy.
It's like the baby step to bum fights.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's great, man.
Yeah, I mean, we used to practice on BRS on Albany Street, and if you cross Mass Ave, going the other way from the space, there was a Blanchard's Liquors.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my buddy Sean were in his car. So this guy walking the street with a brown paper bag. Fucking bottle fell at the bottom and smashed. And the look on the guy's face, I was like, oh, yeah, we felt so fucking bad.
Devastated.
Oh, we felt so bad for him. So we just bought a 12-pack of, like, Bud bottles.
Nice.
Like, pull up. Hey, man, sorry. You know, fucking hitting him out the window.
Fuck yeah, man. Did you drink with him?
No.
You hooked him up though. Yeah, that'd be hard to see. Good for you. Good on you, man.
Yeah. When I lived in the Midwest, like, every fucking exit and every corner, there'd be somebody holding a fucking piece of cardboard saying, like, homeless, have children, need to eat, you know, fucking Iraqi vets, like some shit, you know, like people just fucking stand there, like, looking for a handout. And I was going through this drive-through liquor store. There's this guy holding a sign that says, "Why lie? I need a beer."
Yeah.
I'll give that guy $20.
Hell yeah, dude. I'd hook that dude up.
Oh yeah,
Honesty, man.
absolutely. I was
Goes far.
I was my Lincoln Mark 8. Rolled down the passenger window.
Oh, that's a nice car.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
The only car I ever had that outlasted the loan.
Nice. Yeah, Mark 8s are nice.
I love that fucking.
I love the fucking seating. It's like a cockpit. Like when you sit, it's like
Yeah.
a cockpit.
And plus, it was so fast too, man.
Yeah, they're ballsy as hell.
I think I was 137, 138.
Oh, wow. Nice. That's sick.
Were you listening to the Misfits while you're going 138?
On 138, baby.
No, but getting back to the why lie, I need a beer. So
Yeah.
I fucking rolled down the passenger window and I put a 12-pack in the passenger seat and put the seat belt on it so it like wouldn't go flying.
Sure.
Like, you know, pull over the top of it. Help yourself.
Nice, man. He must have been more than happy.
Oh, he was fucking thrilled. And every time he saw that white Lincoln going by, he'd be like, yeah.
Did you do it again?
I think I probably gave him like $10 one time. Or something.
That's cool, man. Fucking A, man.
What was your favorite club around here, Chris?
I'd have to say the Rat.
Yeah.
And I used to say, man, if someone wanted to assassinate me, all they had to do was go upstairs to the Rat any night during the week because I'd be sitting in there. One time I was sitting there.
If anyone wanted to assassinate me.
We'll tell Bond where to go.
I was sitting in there with my friend Darren Hill, who played with the Red Rockers.
The Red Rockets?
Red Rockers, and then moved to Boston and started a couple other bands up here. But we were sitting there just, drinking a beer. And alcohol comes on the jukebox, and it's like 20 punks fucking singing along every word to the song. I was looking at them and go, they have no idea who I am, do they?
Damn.
That's got to be a trip, man.
Sometimes that's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very enthusiastically fucking sing along.
Yeah, how does it make you feel just to see, like, how does it make you feel to see the reactions of just multiple generations of your music over the years?
Really proud and happy. You know what I mean? How could you not, like,
Yeah.
just like that? I go out to San Diego every October to hang out with Curtis Cassell from Tang Records.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and I was out there one year, and we went to see our friends, the Antagonizers, on Friday night. And, people go, like, dudes are coming, I saw you there, like, with fear, like, rattle off every show I've ever played in San Diego.
Yeah.
I was like, all right,
Wow.
can I take a picture with you? Sure, for a shot of Jägermeister.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I do sometimes exploit my fame.
Of course.
And so then the next night we go see the Dickies and the Queers. And this fucking dude comes up to me and goes, hey, you're the guy from Gangrene? I said, yeah. He looks at his girlfriend and goes, I fucking told you. He goes, Gangrene is my favorite band of all time. My friends love you fucking guys. I was like, hey, you found yourself in a very unique, not everyday situation. He goes, what's that? I said, well, tomorrow you can tell all your friends that are Gangrene fans that you ran into the guy from Gangrene, you gave him all your cocaine and bought him beers all night.
Hell yeah.
And he says, I don't have any coke, but I'll buy you beers all night.
Hey. Take
That's
it, right?
fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
And then that was Saturday. Then Sunday we go see the Dropkick Murphys and
Rancid?
we have Rancid at fucking Petco Field, like where the San Diego party played. I wasn't like 10 feet inside the gate. This guy goes like, hey, Chris, are you? Yeah, James told me you were coming tonight. And the guy, whose name is Rhino, he used to work for Thrasher. Still might, but we were pounding these, like, king-size Budweiser cans, like the 24-ounce cans. And Miggs, who works at Tang, had sent me a picture of this guy. He had, like, a Levi's vest, like, jacket cut off with a vest with the Gangrene on the, like, he sewed the Gangrene shirt on the back of it. And I run to that guy, I was like, time of the show, I was like, hey, you like Gangrene? He goes, yeah. I go, my name's Chris Starr. He's like, yeah, sure you are. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. And then some other guy comes and goes, hey, it's fucking Chris Doherty from Gangrene. So I had moved back here, and I was with a friend of mine, and we were just going out drinking, and I said, I go to California, and it's like, you Chris Doherty? Yeah. I said, I come back here, and someone says, are you Chris Doherty? I go, immediately fucking, put the defense up.
The paparazzi
Who's
wall.
asking?
Oh, yeah. So we go to this bar in Quincy, walk in there, didn't even order a drink, and this guy goes, hey, you Chris Doherty? I'm like,
Yeah, that's gonna get weird.
yeah.
Fuck. So, like, the further away from home you are, like, the easier it is to probably deal with something like that? Maybe?
The wrong people might be looking for him.
Yeah, there's that, right? Maybe. Yeah, that could get
Yeah, well look, this,
You seem good about it, though.
yeah, I mean, this might entertain you. I told you I spent 3 months in the hospital with a stroke.
Yeah.
And when I left, I owed $509,000 in medical bills.
My God.
Jesus Christ.
Right? So, I was sitting around the house. Someone would call and say, is Christopher there? And first of all, I knew they weren't a friend. They, call me. It's like, who's calling? This is, Denise from whatever. Like,
Blue Cross, whatever the fuck.
hold on, let me see if I can find him. I go, wait a minute, are you pregnant or does he owe you money? And she said, no. I said, wait a minute, he just pulled in the driveway, he's coming the stairs down there. I'm like, hey, Chris, telephone. Then I thought, hi, this is Chris. Fuck you. Boom. Hang up.
Shit, man.
Trying to get money.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, actually, one lady, I said, are you pregnant or does he owe you money? She goes, I'm actually from the collections department at, whatever hospital.
Oh, God. Yeah, fuck that. Glad they did their job enough that you're here. That's good. Yeah. Man, and Mikey threw the charity concert? Did you?
I didn't throw it.
Oh, who threw that?
Sean McNally.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That's
Sean,
awesome.
Sean McNally, my old manager, Alec Peters, and my current manager, Dean Jackson, put that whole thing together.
Dude, you have so much love, man.
I know.
Yeah.
And then that's what I felt that night.
Yeah.
That benefit, man, it was just like, there was so much love in the room. But the most annoying fucking thing about it, it was like Scrooged or, I mean, it was the ghost of sluts I had fucked past. I mean, it wouldn't be more than a minute and a half when some girl would come up and go, Chris, and I look at her like, who the fuck? It's Yvonne. And what do you say? Oh boy, you really let yourself go since I fucked. And then
It's so good to see you.
All of you.
we just played at the Paradise where that benefit was with the Lemonheads, and I was talking on stage. I was like, we had the benefit here, and this place hosts 1,000 people. I think there were like 200 punk rock fans, and the rest of that 1,000 were the women I slept with in the city.
That's kind of a brutal, reality for a lot of women, though. Like, my fiance says all the time, we're lucky as guys because we age, somewhat gracefully. Women don't age as gracefully. I never really thought about it, but she's right. She's kind of right. Guys, we got it pretty good when it comes to the aging thing. You got it great, man. You look awesome.
Yeah, I was telling a chick last night. I said, my left side's paralyzed. My brain still works. My dick still works.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I said, what else you need?
Dude, it's cool. It's cool to hear you bring up being on Tang and crossing over to Roadrunner. What were some of what were the high moments between Tang and Roadrunner? There must have been a big difference, but I mean,
yeah, Roadrunner brought us over to Europe, and they were really on top of it over there.
sure.
They gave us tour support, which paid for our flights and the bus and everything. So we ended up making a lot of money.
But you must have had an amazing time on Tang.
Oh yeah.
Weren't you guys? You guys must have been one of the first bands signed to Tang, no?
Yeah. Well, the sold out single is Tang 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's wild, man.
Like I said earlier, Curtis and I are inseparable friends. Best friends.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys keep in touch even now.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking phenomenal. How did he feel when the whole thing with Roadrunner went down?
Probably pretty good because I think they paid him to let us out of our contract with him.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he was happy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking dynamite. And was your overall experience with Roadrunner being a bigger label? Was it a good experience overall?
Yeah. They paid for videos. We did the Born to Rock and We'll Give It To You video in the same weekend. And it was we built a stage at a hockey rink in Concord.
Wow.
Which our original manager, Alec Peters, was from there. They had two rinks, and then one side of the place had ice, and the other side didn't. And so he built this big stage and had PA lights, everything in there.
Wow.
And
Huh.
You know, like halfway through the second day of the shoot, fucking power went out, and so we were in this hockey rink with 2 nets, and I had a soccer ball in our van. So but the thing was, we had all the skaters in town, troublemaker skaters we knew, like they were on the set. So we got a keg of beer and did this massive cookout. So we're cooking out and drinking beer, and then we decided to play indoor soccer with a bunch of shit-faced fucking skaters and, label people and shit like that.
That sounds amazing.
Oh, it was a blast.
Wow.
Our manager actually broke his elbow. And then the next day we showed up on the set, and, half the people there could barely, including the band, could barely fucking walk.
Dude, that's fucking sick. So, do you remain a soccer fan, like even today?
I don't watch it that much now.
No. What was your favorite kind of soccer? Like Euro or United States? Like, did you ever get into it as like a spectator?
No.
Yeah, just playing. Just being athletically gifted. That's awesome.
Well, I wasn't athletically gifted or musically gifted. And I hate people who are, because I fucking worked my ass off to become good.
I don't know, man. You were like a pro skater. That's pretty athletic. Yeah, that's fucking dynamite, man. Well, I can't thank you enough for coming on tonight. I am truly honored. We both are. Brian and I are very happy.
Thank you
came
guys.
on.
Yeah,
No,
thanks
thank
a
you.
lot.
Yeah, and Mike, thanks for hooking this up, dude.
Thank you.
Like
you guys,
like I told you earlier, someone appreciates the music I made and what I've done. I always say that means more to me than it will ever mean to you. Believe me.
fuck it.
And to be here with these guys, my new band behind me,
Yeah.
and they are fucking great. I mean,
Yeah.
Josh is an amazing drummer. Mike is just an amazing friend, if not my best friend here in Massachusetts. And John can play the shit out of a guitar. And Nick is one of the most solid bass players I've ever played with.
Fuck yeah, dude. You guys are gonna crush Europe, man. Nah, I don't. If you guys want, if you can come back when you come back from Europe, I'd love to talk about it.
I'd love to do it, yeah.
Awesome,
Hell
man. Yeah. Oh, it's been a great pleasure, man.
Oh,
No, thanks for having us.
All you
guys.
guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
thanks
you.
for coming
Thanks
in.
for hosting.
Yeah,
no,
anytime.
thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
both.
Anytime.
It's a hard rock life.